Can you guys hear me? I am just setting up. I have Harry Potter with me today to give me company. So this is the one I'm working on and I'll be working on today. I did sketch it out because I was just doing it at night um, while just lazing on the sofa. So yep. Just give me 1 minute so that I can read everyone's chat. I will connect my laptop so that I can read through the chats. So I have mounted my phone on top of my desk so that I can show what I'm drawing, but that also means that I can't read my chat, and I will start in a minute. How are you guys doing today? I can't see the chats yet, so give me a few minutes while I'll start painting a little bit. So at this moment, as you can see, I have this layer. I'll just turn this off. I have this layer where I have sketched it out. This is my reference picture, but I have done some changes. She was very cute. I loved her outfit and the whole vibe of this. I'm going to change up some colors, and also I have added a few elements in this photo. So as you can see, I've changed her to fit a little bit more of my own style, and I've added some food um, in front of her. She has a bag here, but I wanted to use the space to put some. This is a cafe, so of course you'll be taking some food, right? And I moved the bag kind of over here. Oops, sorry. And that's what it is. I am inking in this layer and have turned down the opacity of this layer quite a bit, so that I can see, like, I can just pick my lines, the ones that I like, but at the same time I also know what I'm doing. And so this is this brush, dry ink brush under inking section. This is a default brush on Procreate, so anyone can use it. I don't like to use too many fancy brushes, to be honest, and um, most of the time I use default brushes. I did get a few brush set. As you can see, I do have some brush set. I don't use that often, to be honest. I have Freya's oil paint, water paint and gouache brushes, but I only use them when I am trying to do watercolor kind of a piece. But most of my artwork that you will see on my channel, it's typically done with default brushes. Sometimes I use Lucas Penninter's brush set LP. So here's this brush called Magic Chalk, which I like to paint with. You will see, I'll show you when I'm painting the piece. But also we have this in the painting section of the round brush. I quite like it, so I use that often as well. While my laptop is loading, let me check the comments. Oops, sorry. Give me probably 5 more minutes till I can check your comments again. Oops, I didn't realize I changed my brush. I'm back to my inking brush now. So what I like about this brush is there's a lot of control, at least for my my art style. And also, if you see, if I zoom in, I can show you it does have a bit of texture. It's not very smooth, and that's what I kind of like in this brush. I find myself struggling a little bit with folds in clothes, so I like to use the reference to see. Whenever I struggle with any part, I always lean on to the reference to help me out. As you can see, these kind of folds, sometimes I find it difficult to wrap my head around and come up with it naturally, so I usually just look at the reference picture and see what kind of folds have been formed and just go by that. Okay, I think I can bring up the chat now so that I can reply. So she, if you can see, she has like a jeweled hairband. I will probably do that with color. I don't want to really draw in all the details when I'm doing line art. Try to keep it as simple as possible. Oops, I don't know why this is coming vertical. Yeah, so this is the hair ribbon, which I really liked. I actually do have a few of them personally. um, and I wore them quite often. And I saw that and then thought like, oh, this looks like something that I would wear in real life. So let me just draw that as it is in the photo. And yeah, guys, feel free to drop any questions for me in the comments below. I would love to answer them. I can see the chat at this moment, so please do. This app is called Procreate. Uh, Unfortunately, it only works on Apple iOS, but I do have another app called Sketchbook, Autodesk Sketchbook, which works in everything, Android, iOS, everything. But this is the app I mostly use since I've got my iPad. It's called Procreate. It's very good in the sense that the default brushes are really nice, and but I have got decent results in other apps as well, which are not in iOS, to be honest. But since I've got iPad, I think I've stopped kind of using them because it's so convenient to start drawing. But don't ever think that you really need an iPad to actually do digital art. When I started doing digital art, I was literally drawing with my fingers on my phone. Then I got a very cheap stylus, which you get like about 150 rupees on Amazon. Um, and I used that to draw, and those were not bad. Those were not bad at all. I mean, I'm quite proud of some of the pieces I have done at that time. They are up on my Instagram. So if you want to check it out, I am on Instagram in the same name, Artsy Solaki. And I have been on Instagram actively longer than I have been on YouTube. YouTube, I just started like last year or so. And yeah, and I've been enjoying YouTube quite a lot, but it is a bit of hard work. So sometimes I like recently I have not been posting that much. Sorry about that, but yeah, I've been busy a little bit in my personal life. But I'm hoping that I can be back soon. That's why I do this live. It kind of like forces me to just block some time and work on the paintings. So you have this, you'll see me keep on doing this, which is the undo gesture. So yeah, whenever I get something wrong. I don't know whether you guys like outlining. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I used to love how to outline. Then when I started digital art, I was struggling with it, with the control. And that's when I didn't enjoy it as much. Then finally I found the right brushes, which kind of really works with my art style and the way that I draw. And now finally I like outlining again. Hands are definitely the hardest thing for me to draw. I looked at the reference and still I feel like it's not perfect. What do you guys think? Do you think the hands looks okay, or do you think I can improve? Oops, I'm getting it wrong again. I'll just try to make my live stream horizontal. Let me give it a shot. So this is the cup of tea. How many of you love drinking tea? I am a tea person and I absolutely love drinking tea. I need to drink tea at least once a day, if not twice. Another thing I'm bad drawing at, plates. Apparently. So this ring is actually inspired from a new ring that I got. As you can see, it's a butterfly ring, and I thought I'd draw it in my painting. I'm sure I won't be able to finish this painting today because the inking process is taking so long. I didn't realize that. So maybe I'll do another live stream. I will be on vacation later this week. I can probably go live at that time and do a live stream and live painting while I'm on vacation. I would love that. Alright, I'm going to keep the girl in one layer and then probably the girl and the table in one layer and then the background in another. So I want to separate out the background from the main focus of the painting, so that would help me kind of blur things out if needed. So I've already inked this part in. So I'll keep the table and the foreground maybe, and then make the rest of this piece as background. There's so many decisions that you need to take while you are doing the painting, and sometimes they're not even right. But yeah, I'm learning. Here, as you can see, I'm pretty much following the whatever is there in my reference peak. That's because I think these are the things that I'm not really comfortable drawing from my own imagination, and I want to get it as accurate as possible. So yeah, I am using the reference pic. Yeah, like I said before, I did move the bag and I made it a little different. Maybe I'll not draw the handle on top. Just a back. Okay. Yeah, the foreground is done. What I'm thinking is I will not be inking the background. It will just be painted. So let me just create a layer here and start painting the background. I'll just color block things at this moment. I'll turn the sketch off at this point. No, I still need it if I want to draw the background. In terms of color, I really like the peach and the blue tones here, but I always pick my colors a little more vibrant. I want to still keep the pastel-y vibes. Let's see. Just a little bit more saturated. So the concept is, if you move on this side, it gets more saturated, and if you move this side, it gets more desaturated, and if you move downwards, it is more darker. If you move upwards, it's lighter. So now I'm going to show you this, my favorite brush, the magic chalk. I love how opaque this brush is, and it's so smooth. So if I take a color like right around here, these are complementary, but I'm taking a grayish blue color because it's the background, so it's going to be not so detailed. I want to keep less importance here, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And again, feel free to drop in any questions, anything that you have for me. Any questions are welcome. If you want to know about me, how I started art, why do I do art, how do I make time, anything, just drop that in the chat below. I have access to it now, so I can answer all your questions while I'm painting this. You see me here painting below.
To do that.
Oops. CD apparently wants to answer my questions. Make it a little more pinker, just to add a few different tones. in the piece. It'll just make it look nice in the end. I see there is a door right over here and there are some darker colors, so let me block those in as well. Don't worry about me painting it over. I'll just create a layer on top of this and paint over it, so all these things will not be visible. I'll just take a few dots of bright colors, maybe not that bright. This is more, let me draw, can I take a sketching brush and take like a darker color, just draw a few of the details. To make the umbrella nice, so let me take the dry ink brush again. I'm going to make it thin. I'm going to draw some of the edges over here. Then I'm going to draw the spoke right over here. Okay, now all you need is some greens. So I'll just start with the dark green. Maybe the mid green. I'm going to switch the brush to wet oils. That's only because I need some textures here. Just changing the tones here and there, trying to create a bit of an interest here. Okay, and then alrighty. As you can see, I have like a bit of darkness, not too much here. And I'm just going to take this mid color again and blend everything a little bit out. Alright, I think the background looks fine. Maybe I will just add a little bit more details here at the clock. Okay, the background is done. Now I'll do the mid ground, which is the table and all the things that are on the table. I'm painting with the round brush. I'm noticing this part is very white, so I'm going to go back to my background layer to select this very light, this is a beige color, and I'm going to paint a little bit of it so that it's not completely white. Make it a little bit more pink, her color theme. And as for her cups, you can make it a bit blue. Alright, I will end my stream today here. I've just got the background done and the mid-ground is halfway done. The girl is completely left. And Meet you guys next time. Bye bye.